Blessings, everybody. How's everybody doing? My name is Nigel, and I'm going to be doing a series of LifeliNe videos. It's basically my experiences. I'm telling everybody, what I've been through. You guys can get to know something about me and how I coped with some of the things that have happened to me in my life. In this video, I'm going to talk about my first marriage, in which I was blessed with a very beautiful daughter who's 20 years old right now. Well, she's going to be 20 years old later on in the year. So in the beginning, everything was, good. I was living with my daughter, taking care of her and doing the regular husband thing. But that ended after 3 years. Me and her mother, we had several disagreements, some of which, I was at fault, she was at fault. Nothing is only one-sided. But after the initial separation, I became very depressed. I thought that, I was never going to see my daughter again. And I just thought it was the end of the world for me. But it wasn't the end. It took about, 10 years for me to even reconnect with her. But that resulted in a high level of depression and anxiety and just constant worry about me not being able to see her, communicate with her, know if she's okay or anything of that sort. So it was just a major gap of depression, anxiety, and uncertainty. And I know that this is a big problem amongst many people in this country, male and female, where you start off good and then, the world catches up with you and you just wind up in the strife of, the generational problems of, not seeing your children, not having good relationships with them, parents being alienated and kids being alienated, and, the court system falling short. So there's several factors that lead to broken relationships and broken homes. So I'm just hoping that this story can reach somebody and give somebody hope for the future. Because like I said, I thought that it was all over. Like I was never going to see my daughter again and that she actually hated me. But it turns out that my daughter doesn't hate me. She loves me dearly and I love her too. But in the beginning, when they're young, children can be influenced. They say things that they don't mean. They do things they don't mean because they want to pick a parent's side. Parents put pressure on their kids to say, bad things about their parents, or just put so much pressure on their kids where if the parent doesn't get the reaction that they're looking for, now the parent that's raising the child is also alienating them and putting things in their head. But let's get back to the anxiety. This level of anxiety of not seeing your children or not knowing what's happening to them or where they are or where they're even living, that is like a ton of bricks on your head. It causes substance abuse. I mean, not that that's an excuse, but it was something to ease the pain. A lot of alcohol and, marijuana consumption and partying just to, step out of this reality and move into another reality that required many, many cycles to just keep the feeling to stay apart from the harsh reality that was not seeing my daughter. So many years went by. I would send her packages, never get a response. I would get, text messages from her mother saying, oh, your daughter wants this, that, and the other. I would send it, and then somehow later on I'd find out that she never got the package, or that she got the package, but she took my name off and put her name on it. So it was just so many petty things that we did to each other, so many lies, so many court visits and police reports that essentially amounted to nothing. Because, the court system, all they did was prolonged the situation and used it to their benefit for their lawyers to just keep their system running. So yeah, parents will get alienated by the system. But the one thing that I can say is that once I got much stronger and I started to pray, and eventually the relationship was reconciled. But there was a time where before the reconciliation happened, I pulled back, I moved on with my life and focused on me and the other things I had going on, work related and such. You know, my girlfriend, who is now my wife now, who's very good to me, might I add. So after all that happened, my wife started looking for my daughter, and I said to her, oh, you know, why are you doing that? I wanted to be the big macho man and say, you know what, I don't care about that, you know, I don't want to talk to her, and you know, all this, which was obviously a lie, because deep down inside I love my daughter with all my heart. I would to this day give my own life for her. So after she sought her out, they started talking, and that's where the relationship started to develop with me and her. So all I can say is, whatever your situation is regarding your children or regarding any estranged family member, this is just my experience. You can relate this to a father, you can relate it to an uncle, or you know, a coworker or a best friend. If you pull back and focus, everything will work out, because that's what God does. He pulls situations together. He's a reconciler. You just have to allow the time for the process to take place. I know that there's mothers out there, there's fathers out there. Again, this isn't a one-sided thing, you know, oh, women are bad, women do this, that. It's everybody. It's the males, it's the females, it's other third parties involved. You know, a lot of times you can just be a victim of somebody else's gossip or somebody else's motive. You just don't know what's going to happen. But once your relationships get reconciled, don't push them. Take your baby steps. You know, fire off a text message here and there. Always tell your people that you love them, because it's a genuine love. We all, as human beings, we all love each other. We just have to release that love and care for each other and stop being so prideful and disgusting with our motives. So I hope that this video blesses somebody and it talks somebody off of that cliff of giving up. All I can say is never give up, and just keep pushing forward with your goals in life, and everything will work out for you in the end. God bless everybody. I hope to do more videos very soon.